Alright. And we are back with Wrath of the Righteous. Oh, just about. Alright. We continue. Just make sure. Yep. Alright. Last I left off here, I decided to get inside through the arena, and so here I am. Let's see. This whole gambling operation is rigged, but it doesn't matter. I'll outsmart the arena master and become rich. Wouldn't it be amazing if the champion of the arena finally faced a worthy opponent? Let's see. Did you watch Atsum gut that hunk of muscle? I just love her. And they're all about that. Okay. Let's see. Arena healer. Can you make me stronger? The healer looks at you eagerly. You hear a shrill screech of metal against metal as he rubs his steel claws together excitedly. Ah, for 30,000 gold I'll stitch you up into something better. Much, much better. Arushale gives you a worried glance. Please don't do that. By joining your flesh with the flesh of a creature from the abyss, you allow its corruption to taint you. I've seen them graft the body parts of demons onto mortals just for fun. The mortals could not withstand this wicked corruption, and their souls became evil. Linduag smirks cruelly. I have an idea. We've been dragging a live demon along with us this whole time. Why don't we just kill her and attach a piece of her flesh to you? Then you'll gain her power. The demon grins and gives Ember an appraising glance. I can fix you too. Give you a new fingers. Would you like that, sweetie? The healer's beady little eyes glisten, and you hear the rasping sound of his knife-like fingers as he rubs them together impatiently. Ember shakes her head with an embarrassed smile. You are so kind and caring, but no thank you. I don't need new fingers. You should stitch them onto someone else. Please, will you give them to someone who really needs them? Are you sure? Alright, fine. It's a deal, no deal. No deal. The demon examines you with a sigh. He looks visibly disappointed. A shame. You could have made a magnificent... Never mind, though. You're not a healer, you're a butcher. The healer smiles proudly. Oh, thank you for the compliment. I am indeed quite proficient with an axe and a cleaver. And of course I am very good with the thin blade that I use for the dissection of the jugular vein. You know, not every specimen turns out to be viable, and I have such a soft, tender, and compassionate nature. I just can't bear to watch others suffer. Okay. The healer turns his attention back to his work. He takes a severed limb from the pocket of his apron, and begins to examine it carefully. Alright. Zeklet. A stern but tired-looking tiefling observes you politely. His clothes look expensive but tasteful. He's carrying a large bag, and every once in a while it moves and twitches as if something is inside. Zeklex. Welcome to the Battle Bliss Arena. My name is Zeklex. I'm the arena steward. Herman Gelev is the master of the arena, but I help him manage its affairs. You look like you're new here. Did you come to spectate the fights, or to participate in them? The tiefling has a surprisingly open and honest face. After all these demons, he looks strangely normal. The tiefling looks at you up and down with the calm professionalism of a person doing an unpleasant job with diligence. You look impressive. A serious and formidable fighter. Perhaps Ermangalef will take an interest in you. Perhaps he will even allow you to test yourself against Ruxa, one of our strongest gladiators. But not right away. All newcomers must first prove themselves. Hand of the Inherit. Ermangalef. I remember a demon called Ermangalef. He was a vile, cunning murderer. He had a way with words that was just as deadly as his skill in battle. There's a rustling sound from within the tiefling's bag, and an imp peeks his head out to look at you. He has large drooping ears, and stares at you with his huge unblinking eyes. Then, as if suddenly shy, he darts back into the bag and vanishes from sight. Let's see. Now it's your turn to be gladiator attack. I'd like to talk to Ermangalef. The imp pokes his head out of the bag in surprise. You seem to have aroused his curiosity. His sad, drooping ears perk up with excitement, and he stares at you with his big round eyes. You wish to speak with Ermangalef? I'm afraid that's impossible. Ermangalef never communicates with anyone except his most trusted aides, and Gelderfang is under strict orders to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. Ermangalef believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make the audience in the arena want him even more. Okay, I'd like to know more about you. The tiefling smiles wryly and addresses the imp in his bag. You see, Crow? This is why we worked so hard to climb the ranks. We want it to be important, and now look. This stranger wants to know all about us. I guess that means we're finally a big deal. Who are you? I'm the arena steward. My position is prestigious, but my success is hard-earned. My life has not been easy. I grew up on the streets of Alucionera. I was a street urchin and an orphan. I'm the result of an act of violence committed against a helpless slave woman. I've always been weak. I've always been surrounded by those who are bigger and stronger than me. All my life I've had to rely on my wits to survive. Out on the streets I scrounged around for food and tried to avoid becoming someone else's snack. Fortunately, I had someone to look out for me. The tiefling takes a small piece of dried meat and holds it close to the bag. Quick as a flash, a scrawny paw darts from the bag and snatches up the treat. Crow has been my companion for a long time. He is also my partner in business. Together we saved up our money one coin at a time. We made allies and sought out opportunities for advancement. We've worked hard to climb the ranks of society. In the beginning, our goals were simple. Never starve again. Never live in poverty again. and never fear for our lives again. Trust me, those goals aren't easy to accomplish here in the Abyss. You have to be very influential in this city to achieve any of those things, but we've managed to make our goals a reality. In fact, we've been doing quite well for ourselves here in Alushanera. What is your role here? Herman Gelev is an artist, not a clerk. That's why I have so many responsibilities. Please tell me my mic's on. Okay. Alright. I search for new fighters. I make the fight charts and arrange the fights so that the opponents are evenly matched. And of course, I organize all of the matches. Unfortunately, my master has a habit of interfering with my work. He's been very involved lately, and as a result, the fights have been terrible. The combat turns into meaningless carnage. There's no skill, no strategy involved. And of course, no one wants to place bets on fights like that. Everyone already knows who's going to win. They aren't even fights anymore, they're just public executions. That's also a form of entertainment, of course, but it's not what our audience wants. Well, let's see here. Alright. What to do? Alright. You don't look like you belong in the Abyss. The imp peeks out of the bag, and the tiefling grins as he pats his companion's tiny little head. That's because I like to stay organized. When I was growing up, I made mental lists of all my possessions, my money, my enemies, and allies, my schedule, and my goals. I was weaker than everyone else, and these mental calculations helped me to survive. It was the only advantage I had, the only way that I could gain the upper hand. And keeping lists became a habit. I found that it disciplines the mind and keeps my thoughts organized. I am an accountant by nature, and my ability to bring order to a place where chaos reigns has turned out to be a profitable skill. What is that imp hiding in your bag? The tiefling smiles as a little creature peeks curiously out of the bag. It has big drooping ears, a small round face, and big round eyes that gaze at you curiously. This is Crow. He is my business partner. He also happens to be my familiar. I have no idea how he wound up in the Abyss, but he's not had an easy time of it either. If our paths hadn't crossed, we'd both be dead by now. He's probably the only one I truly trust. The imp fidgets beneath your gaze and finally darts back down into the bag to hide. Succeeded. Knowledge check. Wow. No way to fail. Right. It is odd to see an imp, an infernal creature, here in the Abyss. The fundamentally chaotic energy of this place must be repugnant for a creature born on the plane of order and evil. Your imp is an infernal creature. How has he managed to survive here in the Abyss? Zeklex looks at you with respect. It's nice to meet a person who knows the difference between an imp and a quasit. Yes, Crow is a devil, though a lesser one. I have no idea how he ended up here, but at the time we met, he was extremely unwell. Staying in the Abyss is not much easier for him than staying underwater would be for a mortal. So that's how I spent the first real money I managed to earn here, on this fine stolen to order bag. It's had magic symbols sewn inside it to make its interior bearable for Crow. I have no more questions. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. Alright, I'd like to know more about the Battle Bliss. What would you like to know? The arena's operations are simple. It functions like a pyramid. The spectators are at the lowest level, regular gladiators are on the next tier, followed by the members of the Nahendrian League. The champion towers above them all, and the master of the arena stands on its shoulders like an omnipotent god. Tell me more about what happens in the arena. The battle bliss is a excuse me. The battle bliss is a gladiatorial arena. You must understand, fights are a big deal in Alushanira. They are the city's primary source of gossip and entertainment, but they are much more than that. These gladiatorial matches serve as a kind of ritual, a daily offering to the demonic way of life. And these daily offerings, these rituals, are performed in the battle bliss. In a way, it's more of a temple than an arena. The arena is the only reason this city is still standing. Without the battle bliss, the demons would have brought Alushanira to ruins long ago. But instead of tearing down the city with their rage and their desire for slaughter, they come here to quench their thirst for blood. You see, the arena gives them a sort of release. It allows them to satiate their lust for violence. Who runs this place? His name is Herman Gelev. He's a Cambion. He was born in the abyss as the offspring of an incubus and a mortal woman. Incubi are naturally persuasive, but Ermengelus' father was especially skilled at using his words to manipulate and control. Well, his son inherited his silver tongue. His ability to influence a crowd is unmatched. With just the sound of his voice, he can instantly instigate a riot, or make a screaming group of demons fall silent and listen to his every word. When he warms up the audience, the spectators are ready to jump into the arena and fight the gladiators themselves. Alright. Who is the strongest fighter in the arena? The champion's title is currently held by an incubus named Gelderfang. He is the deadliest of Ermengelus' fighters, and he serves as his bodyguard. He is a true artist of death and destruction. Of course, there are other fighters in the abyss who are more dangerous, but no one can kill like he does. He makes every death exquisite and prolongs the agony and suffering of his opponents. He can transform any fights into a spectacular show. He turns combat into a performance and knows how to create a dramatic spectacle out of the most mundane match. There are only two things Gelderfang wants in life: pleasure and murder. Oh, Jesus. They are his obsession. And he feeds that obsession every time he steps into the arena. After all, everyone in Alushanira knows his name, and the audience yells it at the top of their lungs every time he kills one of his rivals. What is the Nahendrian League? It's an odd name, I admit, but it's in keeping with the latest trend. Nahendrian is a very popular word in Alushanira these days. The Nahendrian League is led by the arena's current champion, Gelderfang, and only the very best gladiators can become members. The fighters of the league belong to Herman Gelev, but not all of them are demons. Alushanira serves as a crossroads between multiple worlds, and fighters come from many different planes to perform in the arena. I've heard of Nahendrian crystals. Do you get them if you're a member of the league? Zeklex gives you a faint smile. They'd like you to believe that, but no. The members of the Nahendrian League are no different than the Nahendrian booze vendor in the tavern or the Nahendrian whip supplier at the flesh markets. None of them actually have access to the crystals. I've heard that Nahendrian crystals contain immense power. Gelderfang would love to have one, and there are rumors that Herman Gelev promised him a crystal in exchange for his services as a bodyguard. Of course, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that Herman Gelev was lying. I'm not sure even he knows how to get his hands on a Nahendrian crystal. I understand. I'm glad I could satisfy your curiosity. Right. I want all of Elutionera to know my name. I want you to arrange a match for me against your strongest gladiator. The tiefling falls silent. He looks as though he is calculating something in his head. Finally, he responds. If that is truly your goal, you will have to defeat the current champion. If you kill Gelderfang, your name will be on everyone's lips. But you'll have to prove yourself if you want to face the champion. A fight with Gelderfang is a big deal here in Elutionera, and only members of the Nahendrian League, the elite gladiators of the Battle Bliss, are considered worthy opponents. End of the Inheritor. Killing others just to entertain spectators? These creatures of the abyss. Sow death and destruction in such a careless, casual manner. Sela grimaces. I know that our mission is important, and I know we can't allow ourselves to get distracted by feelings and emotions, but smashing skulls and eviscerating bodies just to entertain these evil creatures? Iomade, it makes me sick just to think about it. But it is extremely difficult to join the League. You have to slay an active member and take their place. So if you wish to fight the champions, you will have to spend a lot of time in the arena. However, if you would like, I can arrange a fight between you and another newcomer. If you can prove yourself in battle, I'll be able to find you a match against a more reputable opponent. I'm not a demon, so I can't choose that option. Let's see. I have no time for inconsequential nobodies. Either I fight the champion or don't fight at all. Very well, I'll prove myself. Okay. I'll sound cocky. I've killed hundreds of demons. Why should I have to prove myself to anyone? The tiefling shrugs. I'm sure you fought countless enemies back on Galerion, but this is the abyss. No one cares. No one cares. That's it. Just no one cares. If you want the audience to respect you, you'll have to prove yourself in the arena. They won't take you seriously until you show them what you can do. For a bunch of chaotic people, they sure want me to be honest. Alright. Very well, I'll prove myself. I'll fight another newcomer. The tiefling nods respectfully. I'm glad that we've reached an understanding. I'm ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Herman Gelev has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce a promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Herman Gelev may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nahendrian League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You'll likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Alright. Who is my opponent? The tiefling looks questioningly at the imp who is peeking out of the bag. The imp shrugs and waves his hand dismissively before disappearing again. Zeklex turns back to you, some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Atrocious? Hey, greetings! Yeah. Greetings, Atrocious. Glad you can make it. And to anybody else who has finally lost the wings. Oh. Yeah, it took a while. As I was about to say, to anyone else that's here, I only see the chats. I'm not stopping to check the chat room. Anyway, so back on with trying to become a gladiator. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course. Every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. It's the most important part of the show. Many of our spectators come here just to watch the gladiators finish off their fallen opponents. They want to see spectacular death scenes and cunning coups de grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together, but the tiefling gives you an appraising glance. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. Alright. I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. Not a problem. And hey, it's as a group. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Louis of Galerion. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. So it's not just me, it's my entire party. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. That's quite the intro. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny, ugly package. It's Smug Mug's wild gang of methods. I'll bite your nose off, you Galerion scum. I am the wild and terrible Smug Mug. Tremble before me. I'm just imagining with a high squeaky voice. We will soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battles. Oh shit, I even get the prep. Oh, this is terrible. This is so unfair. I'm gonna take as much advantage of this as possible. Protection from fire.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
This is total fun for me. Alright, let's see. Protection from evil. And resist fire. Oh wait, no. We'll do the AoE version. And that. Last.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
And that. That's it. Should be able to kill him with just this.
Out of my sight. Let's have some fun.
Oh, never mind. Oh my god, it's a massacre. We have a winner. All hail our glorious fighter. He emerges triumphant in this dangerous, violent conflict. He decorated the arena with method guts. Give it up for Louis, the Method Slayer. Yeah, that was overkill. Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nahendrian League once they start accepting methods into their ranks. I didn't think 4 or 5 of them would pop like a balloon from one shot. See, they're just fire methods. How bad can they be? You fought plenty of those in Baldur's Gate. I didn't play Baldur's Gate yet. Let's see. You better buff up for these dangerous things. Apparently. Well. Demand explanations from Zeklex. What do you mean demand? He said I was fighting some nobodies. Demand explanations. Just makes me sound real petty.
The struggles never cease.
Indeed. Speaking of those struggles never ceasing, pick this lock.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
And I get acorn pie as a reward. Truly the stuff of evil. Let it be known that acorn pie is a delicacy in the abyss. Who thought that was... Somebody must really hate acorn acorn pie to do this. Alright. Really? You can find acorns in the abyss? Apparently! I'm more taken aback from this than anything else I've run into since I came into the abyss. Everything else was like, yeah, that makes sense. It's just so out of place. Do squirrels go to hell? What's the whole thing in here? Alright. Zeklex greets you politely. How can I be of assistance? I don't like being called Method Slayer. I want to change my title. Is this your idea of a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why'd you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Ha, look at that. That's the Method Slayer. Train hard, boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real dretch. Zeklex frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. Uh-oh. The insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. Now that you have met the queen and seen her adorable side, how do you feel about your human romance option? Actually, I haven't met the queen yet. I don't think. If I did, they're in disguise. I just started going into the arena. Moving on. Oh wait, you're talking about Queen Galfrey? I think she did plot device thing because the game meant to force me into the plot anyway. So I was probably going to go into the abyss no matter how I played the game. I don't think this entire section of the game is skippable. Is what I'm getting at. Alright, now. So yeah, I'd probably still go for it. As opposed to the psychopath. Like, my options here are kind of limited now. Think about it. My options are the succubus that will kill me no matter whether she wants to or not, spider legs, or a complete psychopath. Like by process of elimination, I'm going with Queen Galfrey. Alright, let's see. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale, and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. You forgot Darren. I'm not interested in Darren. That's it. That's all you get. Alright. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please, listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Herman Gelev's orders. He came up with the brilliant idea to match you up against a method. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklex produces a gold coin from his bag and places it in your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation ark that is located near the Battle Bliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena gladiators. You'll pay for this humiliation? I demand a proper fight. Zeklex closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape. And I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you. But first, I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I would be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the cost, of course. We were asked to kill those little methods, and we did. Now we are asked to do another bad thing. They do not see us as crusaders anymore. They see us as one of their own. Let's see. So I need to buy these gladiators at the flesh markets? No, I will not become a slave trader. Zeklex frowns and exchanges glances with the imp as it peeks out of the bag. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I'd advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine, Lamash do take them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flayer twins takes place as soon as possible. Okay. I'm ready to enter the arena. Let's do this. The steward looks slightly worried but nods. As you wish. It will be a difficult fight. This opponent is more dangerous than the last one you faced, so make sure you are fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you'll be one step closer to earning your place in the Nahendrian League. Who is my opponent? The tiefling pats the bag absent-mindedly. A scrawny paw emerges and holds up two small fingers. Oh yes, the Flayer twins. A dangerous duo with an impressive number of victories. They have a reputation in the arena, so defeating them will bring you honor and prestige. However, you should remember that their stage name was given to them for a reason. Oh. I'm ready to fight in the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all your opponents and return alive and victorious. Am my buff still up? Oh shit. So who will he fight today? I'll give you a hint. They'll get under your skin. Oh yes, one day they decided to get under a gladiator's skin, so they killed one, flayed him, and wore his skin as a suit. Meet the duo who makes all twins terrifying. Today they are going to dress themselves in the height of Galerion fashion. The Flayer twins. Ew. Ha! I'll make a pair of shoes out of you, you soft and spineless outsider. I'm not spineless. We'll see which contestants survive and which one decorates the arena with their dead bodies. Fighters, commence battle. What is this, the Black Pits? I do not know what those are. So I can just say yes. Alright.
gets in my way.
We're gonna be real cheap with this. Use the Instrument of Freedom buff on you and you. And we just go.
Surrender or else. This war must end.
Do not fear. Do not so tire.
If this were a fair fight, it would have been boring, but Herman Gelev will never allow boredom in his arena. So, what did he just do? What did he just do? It's not saying it. Alright, hold on. Raven familiar. No. What the hell? So he... I don't know what he did. Song of Discord? Oh, he threw us... Oh! He just split us up. You've ruined my clothes. This suit used to be the skin of a respectable demon. The Flare twins are a duo no longer. It's time to think of a new nickname.
Continue fighting, everyone.
Poor Ember just got thrown into the ground. Can I cast... Yeah, heal on Ember. There's no way this guy's gonna win. Oh, the Hand of the Inheritor. What a heavy blow to Lucianera's fashion scene, but what a magnificent fight. Despite my cunning schemes and despite the extensive experience of his rivals, the victory goes to the Method Slayer. Shit. You want to cast Revivify or something? Do I? Yeah, he's got raised dead. Oh, so the revive makes you teleport right next to the person who revived you. Alright, cool. Loot the bodies. What we got here? Padded armor, which is probably skin. A ring, a cloak, which is probably made of more skin. Let's see. Armor of Vigilant Sprouts. Let's see. What does this do exactly? Hit by a sneak attack or attack of opportunity. Reflex save or entangled. Okay. And then 2 rings and a cloak. All round defense. Whenever the wearer of this ring is 10 feet from the companion who wears the same ring, they both gain the effect of the back-to-back feat. If they both already have this feat, they gain an additional +2 bonus to AC. And Toxic Wrap. This cloak grants immunity to acid and makes enemies sicken for 1d3 rounds upon landing a sneak attack unless they pass. So, for rogues. Oh my god.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
So I was just playing around, I wasn't being serious, but now I'm gonna fight with an actual weapon in hand and not a torch in my offhand only. You know, because I gotta take this seriously now. That fight was a little tough. Oh, but yeah, I can't talk to the character there. Okay.
Miss me already?
First things first. Oh, you know what? No.
A bright future awaits us.
Use Lesser Restoration.
Magritium Turinos.
And just keep spamming it.
Magritium Turinos.
One more.
Magritium Turinos.
Jeez, how much con did they damage?
No, the world's not ending just yet.
Magritium Turinos.
Let's see. There. So you got greater restoration? Yes, you do. And I got plenty of diamond dust.
Magritium Turinos.
Alright. Aside from that, just use channel positive healing.
Yes.
Heal up a bit. Alright. General first aid's done. Let's save. And progress further into this tournament. So far, so good. Let's see. My fight in the arena was far from fair. Care to explain? The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex holds the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear it was Herman Gelev's idea. As you should already know, he is not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you've been caught in his trap. However, you held up well. You've got talent. I may be able to arrange a match for you against a serious opponent, maybe even the champion. I want to challenge the strongest fighter in the arena. Did Ivu grow taller? She looks taller. Yeah, she's clearly, she's bigger. Still not a mount. She can't be a mount though, but she's bigger. Right. Things don't work like that around here. Gelderfang only fights members of the Nahendrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Herman Gelev strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Gelderfang is his bodyguard after all. So if you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Nahendrian League. And there's only one way to do that, by killing another member of the League. But fighting a member of the League is a privilege. You have to earn the right to face them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you on that front, but first, you'll have to do me a favor. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send him the most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them, and convince them to provide their services to Gelderfang. If you do this, Gelderfang will be happy for me to arrange a fight between you and a league fighter without delay. Let's see. I'll need the gold up front. I hope I get this. Let's see. I need a 12 or higher. It's doubtful, but yes. All right. Got a 15. Sweet. The tiefling carefully counts out the gold coins and hands them over to you. This should compensate your expenses. 40,000 gold coins. Now let's see if I can get a deal. Let's see. I don't like being called Method Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it. And that is all that matters to Herman Gelev. You'll remain the Method Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. Alright. Let's see. So where do I find the succubi? Hire succubi to entertain the arena champion. So the 10,000 delights. So now I gotta find that.
Move out.
Okay. I don't think I've talked to these guys yet. Oh no. I guess these guys just say the same stuff. Yep.
I lead. You follow.
Collect all, move. Alright. Huh. Aren't those Dimodans? I forgot they were abyssal. Oh.
Onwards.
Alright, so let's see here. So I need to find the 10,000 delights. Zara. Okay. So how the hell do I find the 10,000 delights? Alright, that's Bad Luck Tavern, Middle City. So I'd have to go somewhere over here. Tentacle demon straight from hentai. I mean the abyss. Ugh. The secret identity of the abyss, or the portal to it, is just hentai. If you ever get a dojin, it's from it. Anytime someone makes a dojin, they've been touched by the abyss. Had a particular demonic dream. This place is creepy, isn't it? Even by this city standards. Arushale casts her eyes over the devastated landscape of the slums. But you know, believe it or not, one of my few good memories of the abyss is from this place. Oh, this is it? Okay. I don't have the time. I find it hard to believe anything could happen here. Will you tell me what happened? It was a bad day for me. I was hiding from some dangerous demons I owed money to. Or rather, now I come to realize that was just a low-grade street gang who must have been eaten up by someone stronger since then. But back then, they were a real threat to me. Their thugs have already made a hole in my side. and they were following my blood trail to finish what they started. I barely managed to find a quiet corner, some basement or shed, but it was already occupied by this tiefling. I was ready to flee, but he smiled and told me I could sit beside him. Ruchelet smiles. I was probably acting like some skittish animal. I sat as far away from him as I could, ready to stab him or make a run for it at a moment's notice. But he just gave me a healing potion and told me I could hide there as long as I needed. We started talking. He was a traveler from some other plane, not Galerion though. He was also hiding, though I don't remember from who now. We remained in that hideout for several days. He shared his food with me. Some kind of pancakes, odd ones, spicy. I never tried anything like that before. I thought he expected something from me in return. Well, you can guess what I thought he wanted. But he didn't lay a single finger on me. Instead of saying goodbye, he said, "Don't thank me, just pass it on." Back then, I didn't get him at all. Only when I came to Dresden did I hear that phrase again and learned what it meant. What do you think the phrase means? It's like revenge, but turned around. A stranger does you a good turn and doesn't demand payment, and in exchange you find another stranger and do them a good turn for free. It sounds odd. Demons wouldn't understand it. I barely understand it even now. But the main idea is to increase the good in the world, right? It was the Helltaker. Who? Wait, the tiefling that she's talking about? Hold on. Did you ever meet him again? No, never. So, did you pass it on? You know, now that I think of it, I didn't. I've helped many people since then, of course, but all of them were mortals back on Galerion. I've never helped anyone in Illusionera, which means I still owe him a debt. Alright? Why don't you repay the debt right here and now? Now? But Ruchelet looks at the dirty streets and the even dirtier locals. You're right, why not? Hey you, wait, hold on, don't run away. Just stay where you are. With a fast, determined pace, Ruchelet approaches a dirty, scab-covered brick. Oh my god, this name. I've seen this before, but a brickendelu. What you need. The demon's eyes dart around, seeking potential escape routes, but as soon as he realizes that no one is going to beat him up, he bares his teeth. You must... Well, the succubus cringes under the little demon's glare and hastens to finish. You must need money, so here you go. Take it. The Ebrickhandaloo snatches the pouch out of Ruchelet's hands and weighs it in his crooked and deformed palm. Ha! So what I gotta do? Stab someone? Torch something? You don't have to do anything. This is simply for you, no reason. Pass it on. The succubus says the last words to the Apricandaloo back as he scurries off. That's it, he's gone. I'm not even sure if there was any point in all that. I bet he didn't even understand a thing. You needed a lot of time to understand too. Doesn't matter, you just traveler told you. Not responsible. No, come on, don't. Congratulations. You may have just become the first demon in this neighborhood to ever give money to a beggar without any reason. Helltaker is a fun, free puzzle game on Steam. Doesn't take more than an hour, about about someone going to hell to gather a harem of demon girls. No hentai. I mean, I've seen hentai plots that were vaguer, but okay. That's something. Yeah, but you're right. I would never have found that game. I'm not really into puzzles. So, I'll take a look. Alright, let's see. You needed a lot of time to understand, too. That's right. The confused expression on the succubus's face gives way to a timid smile. I don't know if I have really changed anything by giving gold to that poor wretch. But you know, I feel better now. And it's not because I repaid my debt to that traveler. It's just, I did something for someone by myself. I didn't think, I just did it. Before I only knew a world where everyone tried to devour each other. But now, when I know what it feels like to help others, I can think of another world. A world where everyone helps. And it is an amazing thought. Maybe that's what Elysium is like. Perhaps. And what's here? A sturdy door, locked and covered with frightening carved pictures. Trickery 40. The idea of passing this is pretty slim to none.
Please, forgive me.
How badly did I fail it? I missed it by one! No, screw this. Like I said, I accept failures in chats, or in dialogue options, not this crap. Failed by one. Any locked chest or failed skill check, I'm just gonna say load. Trying to reload every time I fail something in a chat though can get kind of tedious. Even more so than this, because it'll be like after a boss fight, and I'd have to redo the boss fight. I'm not doing that.
Please, forgive me.
Okay, how hard is it to get a 10? Not one. It's like the game knows.
I've embarrassed myself.
Are you kidding me? Damn these odds.
I've embarrassed myself.
We're getting all the bad rolls out early. Need a new pair of dice again. Like, if it happens with physical dice, I'd start saying somebody pranked me, and swapped out my bad dice, or swapped out my dice for something loaded. It's an extra love boost. But some prude doesn't want to shag her. Yeah, some prude. Yeah. What fruit could that be? I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people who are willing to shag a Ruchelet and die and never wake up. Then again, now that I think about it, a Ruchelet's kind of trying to be as prudish as she can. So, there's that too.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
There. It's done. Let's see what's so special about this place that the game kept trying to keep me out of. Into the rotten guttery. This better have some legendary gear in it or something.
What's that?
No clue. See golden statues. Probably someone with bad taste in women who prefers a psycho murder hobo over cute demon girls. Who could possibly want a murder hobo after finding out they're a murder hobo?
I see something over there.
Oh, good job.
I finished here. Is there more?
Disarm this trap.
Forgive me.
Okay. But you passed your reflex save, so it's fine. Oh! Get out. Everyone out.
A bright future awaits us.
Spell magic. Just keep doing it until it ends. Is it not a trap? It's not magical in nature? Is that it?
Miss me already?
Make one bad call and nobody lets you live it down. It's not like I knew she was a murder hobo.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
See, Demon Slayer soup. Whatever this is. Anything else in here? Alright.
I'm trusting you.
Alright, I believe that's everything. Alright. Yes, you knew. The flags were obvious, plus we told you. Yeah, but I thought you guys were just hating on her because she was a noble. Besides, she's cute. God damn it. Look, everyone makes mistakes. Me just more than others. Besides, it's not like I decided to stay with her once I finally figured out without a shadow of a doubt. No, she's clearly sick in the head.
Move up.
I really did think It kind of hurts. I really did think she was actually good. Oh my god. No king shaming. If you like it, it's fine. I'm pretty sure that you guys would have to say that, considering what you're going for. All right, Zara. Who the hell is Zara? All right. The sound of your footsteps startles the demon, and she gives you a baleful look. You have disturbed me, mortal. Why have you broken my solitude? On second thought, save your answers. Your reasons do not interest me. Zorgs. Zorgs? Zorges? How do you pronounce an X? Like, it's like Forges, but like with an X here. Zorges? Alright. A boy of about 12 stands next to her. The boy examines his wrists, which are covered in strange, round scars that look like they may have come from suction cups. His inflamed skin, burning eyes, and general appearance suggest that demon blood runs through his veins. He lifts his gaze and gives you a long, sad look. Like you would with Xerxes? Okay. So Zorges. Zorges? Zorgets? I don't know. Like the pronunciation, that's the one thing that throws me off with RPGs. Unless a character is going to throw any kind of pronunciation on their own, I'm just gonna screw it up. And this is a me problem. It's not like everybody else. To be fair, Gothic is from a German gaming company, so it's a hard X. So it's Exor Orges? Exorges? So Exorges. Is that it? Like, am I supposed to like read the X as if it's just straight from the alphabet? Alright, moving on. Who are you? I am Zara, the Grim, mortal worm, the most skillful explorer of the dark depths of Ishiar. I have learned from Master Willidus himself, the trusted mage of Our Lady in Shadow. One day I will surpass my master's skill and take his place. Everyone knows this, including Willidus himself. So next time you dare to address me, do so with respect, if you'd like your head to remain on your shoulders. Show some respect back on Galerion. Nah, fuck that. I'm not that dumb. Xerxes in German. I was referring to the one in 300. Oh man, I don't remember much about. The only thing I remember about 300 is the Sparta kick and let's see, somebody taking down a rampaging rhino with a single spear toss. A bunch of idiots in masks calling themselves immortals getting their asses handed to them. And then there was that moment when when King Leonidas no. The line where they said we'll fight in the shade, and then the part where he took off his helmet, his spear, and everything just so he could get a good shot on the king of Persia. And that's it. That's everything I remember from 300. I remember all the highlight moments. I don't remember. There was like some politics On why they went into battle, I don't remember that. Let's see. Let alone pronunciations of names. Let's see. Oh, that would be Greece. Not Greek, but Greece? Alright, well, whatever. Alright, well, what are you doing, Zara? I'm listening to the ocean and waiting for this worthless whelp to recover enough strength to plunge back into Ishyar's depths. What a shame I cannot walk its paths myself. How ironic that the most coveted mysteries are revealed to the most pitiful of creatures, mortals. Greek. Sorry, mispronounced. It happens. Don't worry about it. Plus, you like a lot. Like you catch yourself more than half the time, so it's like, all right, all right. Let's see. Who is this boy? The demon gives an arrogant snort. Let's see. Xerxes is my son, the best of my offspring. He is helpful and obedient, which is the only reason I condescend to take care of this wretched creature. Are you all right, lad? Or are you all right, kid? I feel like I'd say lad, for the sake of it. The boy flinches as you speak to him. He looks at you with amazement, perhaps even fear. Then his eyes dart to the demon. Mother, may I speak to him? The demon's voice holds suspicion and anger. Don't speak to the boy. What do you want with him? Are you plotting to steal him away? Be warned, if you lay a finger on him, you will regret it. See, what are you doing to your son? Tell the truth. Tell me the truth. Teacher catching a student like screwing up, like trying to do something wrong. Huh. The demon frowns haughtily. Do you truly think I will answer you, worm? I grow ever more inclined to destroy you as well. Mother tells me to dive deep, to places where moonlight never reaches. Down there the boy stops, his words drowned out by the demon's angry hissing. Sorry, Mother, I won't say any more. And I was thinking of Zardoz from the Gothic franchise to add more difficult names. Eh. God damn. Why are all the names so confusing anyway? Well, I mean, it's a fantasy game for starters, so I guess they're not supposed to be the most normal, but damn. Alright, continue. Champion, how could we allow this child to remain in the hands of this cruel creature? Normally, I would say we have no right to deprive a child of their parents' love, but these creatures do not know love. Okay. How could a mother be so cruel to her child? Zara shrugs. So what if he's my blood? That's not why I feed and protect him. Little Xerxes, we'll go with that one. That pronunciation's decent enough. And it sounds cooler. So we'll go with that. Xerxes is valuable because his brothers and sisters died during my research. He is the only one who shows reliable, consistent results. Jesus. She envies him. That's why she's so cruel to him. She wants to dive into these depths herself, but she cannot. Ember lowers her eyes sadly, paying no mind to the demon's indignant hiss. What would you prefer, Xerxes? What do I want? In the depths, nobody knows this word, want. But I wasn't taught it on the surface either. I know how to obey, dive, be quiet, but I don't know how to want. What could I possibly want? Stop addressing my property, worm, or I'll pour the waters of Ishtar down your throat and let the ocean's tiny mollusks devour you from the inside and turn you into their shell. Ew. By the way, did you know that Nyarlathotep and Cthulhu have been added to the Pathfinder universe? Wait, your name is based on something in Cthulhu? Sorry, Nyarl, I didn't even know that. Now I don't even... Wait, am I even pronouncing it right? So what's Nyarl about anyway? Sorry, I honestly didn't know. So if you made your username based on it, I'm hoping you know something about Nyarl then. I only know that Cthulhu is supposed to be some kind of big world-ending demon god or some shit like that. Alright, moving on. Well, we're going to take the good approach here. Because I'm that fucking dumb. It's from a Lovecraft book. Yes, it is one of the Elder Horrors. Huh. Alright. Alright, let's see. The good option. I will not let you torture this boy. I am taking him away from you. Because I am good. The demon looks you over, and the confidence in her eyes fades. She shrugs. You want to take the boy? I don't care. He's yours. I won't fight over a trifle like the life of some mortal spawn. Especially since it's nearly exhausted its usefulness. Take him and do what you want with him. Neat. Alright. The boy you saved from his wicked mother gives you a look that is both sad and mature beyond his years. I sense a certain darkness within this youth, hiding deep inside. Yet he himself is not evil. His soul is pure and kind, as a child's soul should be. The boy is silent and focused, as if he too heard the voice of the hand. And he suddenly responds, Does this spirit speak the truth? Is there really darkness inside me? But how can I carry evil in me yet not be evil? His gaze pierces you as if he wants to say something else but reconsiders at the last moment. Ember gives the boy a broad smile. It's all right to be different. I'm different too. The commander has lots of odd friends. Do you want to be friends? Xerxes shrugs slightly. I think so. I don't know how, but I'll try. What do I need to do? Nothing. We are friends now. We are now friends. You don't have to do anything to be friends. You just have to want to be friends. Can you see and hear the hand of the inheritor? Yes. He glows and he is not evil. I think I like him. But I feel there is an irreconcilable conflict between us. It is unfortunate. So this child can hear and see me. He is not evil, nor is he a sorcerer, a mage, or a wizard. He wields no spells that could reveal the unseen and carries no such spells cast by someone else. He just sees. What powers does this youth possess? He's the main character of the next game. Right. Who are you? Mother named me Xerxes. I am a creature of her making, and until recently, I was her creature in every way. I had many brothers and sisters, but none survived her research, so I was the only one left. Now that my mother is gone, I don't know who I am. Am I Xerxes? But that name means nothing. It was whispered into my mother's ear by Ishiar, so who am I? Alright, tell me about your mother. Her name is Zara the Grim. She used to be a pauper, a diver who collected what Ishiar had taken. The ocean has no floor, so she recovered whatever hadn't sunk too deep. But those bounties were as generous as Ishiar is harsh. No one knows the ocean as well as she did, and she knows the safe passages and she guides ships, swimming at half speed so they don't fall behind. She is a child of Ishiar. She was created in it. Her first cry burst from her lips the moment she broke the surface, but many centuries have passed since her incarnation. She is dark like Ishiar, cruel like Ishiar, powerful and uncompromising like Ishiar, fertile and merciless towards her children like Ishiar. Or Ishar. I don't know. I see ISH and I assume Ish is the proper term here. What magical experiments did Zara perform on you? I'm too young, and I don't know enough to judge them. We'd go to the shore to Ishiar. She'd feed me potions, then force me to dive, deeper and deeper each time. By the time I was 8, I could dive so deep the water pressed on me from all sides, and my body no longer wanted to ascend. I had to stay there as long as I could. Then I'd come up, my nose bleeding, and sometimes my mouth and ears as well, even my eyes. The next day Mother would make me drink a different potion, then send me down again. It was so dark down there. I could feel the touches of strange dark things. Sometimes their vibrations reached me as if they were communicating with me. On those days, I vomited black slime. I tried to hear their voices, but I never had enough time. Mother would be furious, beat me, brew a new potion, then make me dive deeper, stay longer. The last time, I spent 7 hours in the water. There were so many vibrations that they enveloped me. I then realized I am neither food nor an enemy, though I have the blood of the enemy in my veins. What does it mean? I don't understand. It was a little boring, so I imagined I was a giant octopus floating in the deep, waiting for prey. I'm afraid no one else will tell you more about me because you angered my mother, and she is vindictive. So what are we going to do with you now? I'd rather not go home, and I have nowhere else to go. What do they do, those who have nowhere to go? I don't know. Maybe I should live in Ishiar? Champion, we have no right to leave him here by himself. He needs care, and fate has entrusted you with this child. I have faith that you will make the right choice. Go wherever you want. Explain how to get to the Nexus. You will find refuge at my camp if you so choose. The boy nods solemnly. Thank you for not deciding for me, but granting me the right to choose. Others have not done this, and so I will accept your invitation. The little one is now safe in our care. Neither his cruel mother nor a remorseless kidnapper will cause him further harm. I'm glad we share a belief that children should not be victims of such evil. I'm certain young Xerxes We'll be better off on Galerion. Maybe. Wow. Let's see here. I'm sure it'll be fine. We got to do a good deed, after all. What's the worst that could happen? The Midnight Isles. The abyssal realm of Nocticula can be found in Ishiar, the great ocean of the abyss. Okay. Does any of these paths change?
Head on.
Alright. Some commoners in here. Oh yeah, there's already the rumor that we talk about Rushlight. Yep, nope, none of these guys are saying anything new. Right. Let's go this way. Bunch of beggars and some loot. Another acorn. Oh, it's a magical acorn. That makes all the difference, everybody. It's not an acorn, it's magical. All these, yeah, all of these guys say pretty much the same thing. Pick the lock. 100% chance of success.
I finished here. Is there more?
Demon blood. Who would have thought I could find such a thing? Let's see, what do we have here? Commoners. Anything here? If I change it to this route. Alright, here we go. Alright. Back near the bottom of the map. Okay, so I guess I did actually go through the whole of the lower city. So now I'm off to the middle city. Let's follow the path from here.
A waste of my time.
Well, we're not doing that. Just go through the Bad Luck Tavern. Over here and up through the second floor. They clearly want me to go in through to the middle city. And there's nothing fancy I gotta do since I literally already threatened the guy at the gate to just open the damn door. So to the middle city we go. By the way, now, since they said you said they added Nerl and Cthulhu to Pathfinder, is that like in a module for second edition or second edition Pathfinder? Or is there just a new video game that's coming out based on Pathfinder rules that has the Elder Horrors in it? Or did it already come out? It's just included in the lore. Oh. Yeah, normally there's like a there's some kind of book that would come out to, you know, kind of spearhead that whole lore change. Otherwise, it's just somebody's homebrew. Finding your way around the Lucianera. Yes, I know. The whole map is horrible. And the frame rate has taken a hell of a drop. It's slightly mentioned in Ninio's personal quest line. Huh. So it's hinted at in this game, and then there's some official announcement later. Alright, sounds good. Alright. This is going to be a problem. This. Why is there so much lag? Is it because of the ever-changing background? Maybe. Let me zoom in to where there's less focus on anything in the background. I'm able to click now. This is terrible. This fucking lag is going to kill me. I need to turn on like turn-based mode or I'm going to get destroyed. Mutasafin. This demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired. Act 4 lag's horrible. It's unfortunate. So it gets better as the game goes on? Alright. His voice sounds dull and tired. Yeah, his voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way to the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Lucianera, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, what a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I'm Mutasafin. I am, at present, Habzamira's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Zanfir Vang was working on something similar in your world wound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Alright, the lag will allow me. Surely it's dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around the Lucianera ambushing enemies. Let's see. Mutasafin's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. So you need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. It gets better in Act 5 depending on your PC. I know that buffs make it worse, But if you don't use them, you die. Guess you have to deal with it somehow. Like, I've never seen the game lag this badly, per se. Like, ever. I think the PC I have right now is pretty damn good, too. So I don't know what to say. Alright. Let me see. Is the... No, even my stream isn't lagging. It's just the game. Yeah, the stream's at a 60 FPS. It's just the game. God damn. Alright. If it was the computer, even my mouse cursor would be moving slow. Alright, let's see. For the first time you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusaders and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored, and untested. And I'm quite positive that if I get enough of your blood and tissue, I can create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such an unusual mortal? I don't normally like biting demons, but this one is different. I'd sure like to chomp down on him right now. So, are you going to attack me, or... Just stay out of my way, demon. So, you going to attack me, or... Yes, let's get started, shall we? He turns around. Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. I just need the body.
I will defend my dream.
Defend this lag. Look at this. My God. I'm glad I saved before this. Alright, let's turn on turn-based mode. Maybe I'll have some chance to actually not die a horrible death. Let's see. Turn on. Slowest fight of the game, and the enemies are hasted. That won't save them. I'm hasted too. Charge. Mutasafin. Whoa! It's a crit right out the gate. They're hasted, so is this a reflex save? Oh, no. No, it's just 2d7 for every Azada mythic rank. Give me a sec. Let's see. My mythic rank is currently 5. So, that's 10d6. Alright, let's see. How large is this? It's pretty large. Alright, let's see. How do I undo that? There we go. Just move up over here. The lag. For every Azada mythic rank, not every mythic rank. Alright, well, I think it's 10, but we'll hit them. Oh, sweet, I can get this one over here just from the corner of it. go. Lag aside. Ivu dealt. So it is reflex save. $8d6. Okay. So I have 4 ranks in a Zara Mythic Path. Next is Windwalk, which easy enough. Just shoot the obvious caster. 24, 30. Miss, miss. Whatever you just tried to do, missed. Alright. Somehow I have some kind of concealment. I don't know where the concealment comes from, but it's saving me. Now Arushale, it's your turn. Just again shoot the obvious going to be caster. I hope this is the only time I experience lag in this game. Like this bad. Not in the arena. Just here. Okay. Next up is Sela. Her charge won't even get her there. Alright, just run up here. Alright. You can't use your charge because you moved. Jesus. I have to... Maybe the game knows that you're gonna meet Succubi and wants you to savor the sexy longer. So there's a lot to be said about a lot of plot lines where a player playing their game becomes and the game is sentient, and it's almost either I disappear and am never seen or heard from again, or I turn up dead under mysterious circumstances. So no, Atrocious, I hope the game is not self-aware that it is a game. You are probably concealed because you are so slow that time itself has given up on you. Oh man. Worthless attacks of opportunity. And a miss. Ah, crap. More haste. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll just have him cast prayer. No, the guard's here. Okay. Let's see. Use Scorching Ray on the obvious spellcaster. Muta.
Go.
11 damage, 12 damage, and 6 damage. I have no idea why the damage is so crap. Hold on. Right now we're on. Okay. Just attack. That's one. That's it? Okay. Can I move it in such a way where I only hit these two? Yes. Scorching Ray is a second level spell. It's not meant to have high damage. I know, but I gave it some equipment to where I was expecting it to have it anyway. Alright. I guess that's it. End your turn. The lag side. Windwall. Shoot Muta. Enslaved soul. He's doing pretty crap. Am I allowed to post YouTube link? It's about the Helltaker Demon Girls. Maybe they can convince you. I'm pretty sure you can. Like if you ever send a link and it says something on the lines of go here to buy followers or something, I would definitely not want the link spammed. No. And actually, yeah, don't spam a link. Just post it once. I'll get to it. We are not this is not a popular channel with hundreds of followers all trying to share links, so you're good. Oh my god, this lag. Now it's hitting the mouse. Now the cursor is lagged. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, I thought zooming out was going to do something, but it doesn't. Rushale won't shoot him. I think she's too scared since she's in melee. That's why I ask politely and not just post random crap. She doesn't have a clear shot. Oh. Alright, let's see here. She moves over here. The game didn't lag so damn highly. God damn it. Alright, screw it. Just run over here somewhere. Yeah, 20 damage. Now can I kill the obvious spellcaster that's going to be the biggest threat? Still no. Grant. Alright, fine. Shoot this guy.
Prepare yourself.
Miss. Next up is Sela. And the music is free, so no DMCA trouble. Alright. That is good to know. Let's see if I can do something. Free game, free music.
Take you.
Love it when everything is right. Why are they only attacking once? No, never mind. There's multiple attacks, it's just that it's lagging, so it looks like there's only one. Now if I could just get a free laptop, right? Alright, let's see here. This lag is so bad. Spells. With my roommate leaving, I can't play games anymore. I was using his PC. Yeah, not the usual free game where you have to pay for everything but the game. Yeah, you play the free game that makes you pay for inventory space, respawn speed to be manageable, for you to even get through most of the bullcrap the game has to offer. Or the fact that a lot of free games offer unnecessary grind and then sell you a way to skip it. Like, it makes the game somewhat unplayable to the point where you have to spend money so that it is. An easy example would be, imagine if this was the base game and I had to pay to make it run better. Where did he lag out? So Mutastafan lagged out of the game. He's not in combat order anymore. Alright, cast destruction on this guy. $45 damage. Grand. Alright. Now let's see if I got this right. No, that's right. Alright. Let's see here. What do I have? I got 7th level spells. Now, how does Hellfire Ray look? A single ray plus an additional ray every 4 levels beyond 11th. What level am I now? 14th. So no, it's just 1 ray for her. So that's bad. Let's see. Guess I could use Chain Lightning. It's a bad time if you want to buy or even build a PC. GPU prices are still ridiculous. I thought GPU prices were always ridiculous. Alright, chain lightning.
Go.
16 and 14 damage. No, that's it. That's it from Ember. Just 2 demons left. Beat them down.
Let's hear you cry.
Nope. He just went down. Maybe, but now is 100% to 500% over MSRP. I don't know what that means. I've never built a PC. I know people have talked about it a lot, especially around me, about how they like to build PCs. But the main thing I took away from it was when trying to build a PC, you have to set up the motherboard, and any damage to the motherboard when trying to snap something into place makes you have to buy an entirely new motherboard. Wash, rinse, repeat. To the point where some people wind up screwing up and spending almost $1,000 on just a motherboard. Like on several copies of the motherboard just because they keep screwing up.
No match for me.
So it's like, it's great to build a PC if you know how to and if you have the ability to. I do not. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people charge a lot more for, like, you know, if you pay someone else to build your PC. That's why I only believe in laptops. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, still alive. Okay. Take a shot.
Desna, guide my hand.
Shoot him now. Oh my goodness. Miss. And we hear it. Can't see it, but can hear it. 3 shots. 4 shots. 4 misses. This lag is too much. Okay, when we're done with this fight, we're gonna save, call it a day.
Into the fray.
Indeed. Go get him. Okay. Chief your weapons. And now we wait. Gotta wait for the... Okay, it's a Drachni. Just skittering over. He skitters over not because he's an insect, but because of his frame rate. Alright. Echo of Discari. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach and keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It is constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, and the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite its different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders had taken over the Midnight Vein and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
Thankfully, they gave it its own voice, because I wasn't going to be able to try that. That voice modulation is tough.
I know that fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Discari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. He is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomade. Be cautious.
The Echo of Discari. I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomade's servants. And Iomade's servants know me, for I have killed many of them.
What do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Vein have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
So after being defeated in Canabras, Dresden, and the Midnight Vein, you no longer think those places are significant. How convenient. Yeah, I'm gonna say that one.
Look back across the history of the Crusades and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing. I was looking for Mutasavin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
And why do you need Mutasafin?
Do I really need to answer that? Well, I suppose there's no harm. Mutasafin is clever enough to work with Nahendrian crystals, and he is a demon. We can finally stop using former mortals like Xantha and Arilu as servants. I had a task for him. It's unfortunate that you interfered with my plans, but that's all right. They will soon come to pass anyway.
The paths of evil can be a strange labyrinth. They are not always rational or straightforward. The Echo of Discari himself could have been considered mortal. After all, the Demon Lord molded him from the souls of many mortal followers. Yet despite his origins, he still despises Xanthur and Arilu.
What a shame. The demon you are looking for ran away from me in a panic.
I doubt Mutasavin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
Let's see. If you don't want to fight, then you can go your way and I'll go mine. I gotta save before this lag kills me.
Be gone, and hope we do not meet again. You will still perish in the abyss. but death by my hand will be far, far more painful than any other possible demise you might suffer here.
Oh god, that thing in the sky is just screwing up everything. Alright. Well, that should be that. The abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you have just met one of the worst. The Echo of Discari is an old enemy of mine. He is both vile and cunning. I wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. The angel falls silent, lost in thought. Okay. Is that it? We in the clear? Yes, okay, I can save. Close this, and hopefully upon reloading, like turning off the entire computer, letting it rest, and turning it on, the game will run a little more smoothly. But like, god damn, this is rough. Alright, and that aside, we're also at time anyway. So thanks again to everyone who was able to stop by today. Atrocious, Niall, it is great to see you again. I will be on tomorrow with more Wrath of the Righteous. Was going to have my brother come over, but the weather took a turn for the worse over where I'm at. And so, yeah, no, nobody wants to fall that much and slip in the snow too much. So, nope, none of that. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and until then, take care.